Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I greatly appreciate it. Today's blog is going to be a little long and it's going to be detailed. You're probably going to have to refer to the blog itself. There's a lot of information here. But I want to start off with a quote from Baruch Spinoza, one of the kind of the founding philosophers. This was written back in, I believe, the 16th century. He who wishes to avenge injuries by reciprocal hatred will live in misery. But he who endeavors to drive away hatred by means of love fights with pleasure and confidence. He resists equally one or many men, and scarcely needs at all the help of fortune. Those whom he conquers yields joyfully. All right, today's title, The 9 Steps to a Loving Relationship. Did we forget what love was somewhere along the way? It's difficult to watch the world on video. Such misconceptions, so much fear, so much doubt and confusion, so much ignorance. Unfortunately, it's a sign of the times. People's attention has been taken from them. Like a child, they are traumatized and confused because that's what they've been trained to be. No previous generation has been more programmed and conditioned than the present. They're addicted to the screens, and it is their demise. Unless they return to the truth and complexity of love, they will forever be addicted to the lesser life rather than venturing out for the greater one. Love is much more than most of us have been told. It's an immense awareness and enlightenment that many have been programmed to fear. I can speak from experience. For many years, from the age of 1, I carried a passive-aggressive personality that was traumatized into me. No fault of my parents, they were doing the best that they could. I thought it was how you got along. Like so many others, and in so many movies, the archetypical modern man. At some stage, it got me to the point that I didn't like myself. It became an ongoing internal battle that on many occasions endangered my life. I had to change, I just didn't know how. Oblivious to far too much of it, I went out into the world wounded. It made life far too difficult at a personal level, so I just ignored it and focused on the career. What little love I had went into my occupation. I became a lonely, somewhat disturbed, and maladjusted person underneath. I endured and caused a great deal of suffering before I was able to uncover a much more beneficial way. If I would have only had some instructions earlier. Subsequently, I spent a few years looking into defining love and relationships better and conducting numerous interviews for the Raising Excellence podcast. My motivation, my own sanity primarily, but my extended circle's benefit secondarily, and much gratitude for the support of my dear friends and family. The discoveries along the way certainly made the difference. If you're interested in a loving relationship, resolve that it's going to take time. There is no overnight option. Even in the rare circumstance that you meet someone that you click with, it takes time and effort, especially in the present age. People can behave so duplicitous to the point of being schizophrenic. It is scary. However, that fear can be overcome. It is your responsibility and you have a choice. Make sure your counterpart is informed in the same. Give them the freedom to have choices as well. This is probably the most important lesson. The 9 steps to a loving relationship. Practice at focusing on at least one of these 9 each day until it becomes a rock solid habit. Then enjoy a life filled with love. To love someone is to give them the freedom to be themselves. Step 1. A commitment to learning by being open to question and confront fears, doubt, and ignorance in ourselves and each other. Whenever there's a fear, doubt, or some unknown, before judging, set aside time to rigorously discuss it. The next 7 are the 7 Greek words that relate to the meaningful nature of love. Take each individually and explore it specifically within the relationship. Consider that the first and most important relationship is within yourself. The connection between your yin and yang, your conscious and subconscious, mind, body, soul. If this isn't in harmony, then be mindful of the task and duty you have to be in harmony with yourself first. Consider what excellence is in each of these. Have you achieved it? And if not, how do you learn more so that discerning the best from the worst becomes clear? Step 2, agape, empathetic universal love. Spirit is the catalyst. I've got the best examples too, but you're going to have to refer to the blog because I don't want to take up too much of your time on the video. Okay, step 3, pragma, committed, companionate love. The subconscious is the catalyst for that. Step 4, philautia, compassionate self-love. Aristotle said, all friendly feelings for others are an extension of a man's feelings for himself. The catalyst is the soul. Storge is step 5, unconditional familial love. Storge is the first love we begin to learn as a human. And the catalyst is the memories. Ludus, playful, flirtatious love. Ludus has an undertone of childlike nature, and emotion is the catalyst. Philia, intimate, authentic friendship. Philia is about loyalty and comradeship, and the catalyst is the mind. Step 8, eros, romantic, passionate love, encompassing sexual and romantic love. The body is the catalyst. And finally, step 9, unshakable faith in the one you love and the love you've meaningfully developed and mastered. Take time to define specifically what makes this loving relationship uniquely special to you and to the rest of the world. Visit this regularly and be well versed in explaining it. Going through these 9, for those of you who feel particularly unable to attain excellence in one or more of these steps, for whatever reason, do not be afraid to reach out for help. Be grateful that you've made the biggest and most difficult step of all, identifying an important need. Frankly, this is going to be an area that you will have to be particularly gentle and patient with yourself. It will probably be a stubborn obstacle, but be assured that when you overcome it, it will be one of your life's greatest achievements. Love is a very big subject, an art and science worthy of much practice and attention, and worth it. How it came about that we find ourselves lacking in it where we are at is secondary to understanding that ours and our loved ones' health and happiness revolve around our mastery of this knowledge and its practice. For those of you fortunate enough to attain it, congratulations. For those of you striving to attain it, be determined to find excellence, and you will. Thank you so much. I really, really hope this was helpful. If you have comments or concerns or feedback, please feel free to get in touch and let me know. I would be grateful to hear from you. Thanks and have a wonderful day.